Good morning. This video today is all about trusting in relationships and how to rebuild that trust. Welcome, ladies, to this video today. Like I said, I'm Tonetta Clay, your social worker coach. And like I said, today we're going to be talking about the role of trust in relationships. I know that relationships, of course, the foundation of relationships is usually always based on trust. If you can't trust your partner to do this or that for you or to have your back or whatever the case may be, the relationship is not going to be as strong at all as it could be if the trust was there. So like I said, the foundation of every healthy relationship is definitely trust, y'all. And like I said, I know that we have different issues that happen with our partners. And for instance, I've been cheated on. I've been all kind of things going on, I guess, in relationships and a marriage as well. And like I said, definitely those things will help you or guide you and help you, I'll put it that way, even in a bad way, to, of course, not trust anybody else moving forward. But we have to understand and realize that if you want a relationship and if you want the healthy relationship that with your current partner, that you're going to have to try to rebuild those things, even those small things. We have a lot of things that happen, whether it's the dishes didn't get done, or I don't know, they told me the food was going to be cooked and it wasn't cooked, or I don't know, whatever it is, the dog hadn't been taken out for a walk, whatever it is. Like I said, those things always knock down the trust when it comes to relationships. But we have to be willing to, of course, if you wanted to stay with your partner, if you love your partner and you want to build things with your partner, you have to be willing to build this trust again as well. Otherwise, what are you doing there? So like I said, we definitely have to make that decision for number one. I know that's not on my list that I have right here, but I'm telling you all this now. That's the first thing to make a decision. No matter what happened in your relationship, are you willing to, of course, to still love this person, to move forward with this person and to rebuild the trust with this person? Or is the trust too far gone and you don't want to rebuild anything and you just there out of convenience? That you're going to have to decide. Like I said, that's not on my list, but that's always the first thing I think about. And that I know when it comes to relationships that you have to make that decision, ladies. So let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, if you're definitely willing to stay with your partner and stick it in with your partner and you're trying to rebuild the trust, and this will help you even if you're dating in the dating process, trying to, and you're wondering, and you want a man and all this kind of thing, but you're still having a hard time trusting folks. Like I said, I hope this video helps you as well in some type of way, especially when you get into your next relationship so that you can, of course, start learning how to trust your partner again. Or the new person that you're with, then just remember that the person that you're with now, unless it's the person that has caused all the trust to be lost, just know that if you're new, get into a relationship and that kind of thing, just know that your partner that you have now isn't your past partner and that you can still rebuild that trust, but you're going to have to be vulnerable in that process. And that's going to take a lot. That's a different video. I know that, but like I said, that's what it takes when you're trying to rebuild trust in a relationship or even start a new relationship and build that trust from the ground on up. So let's go ahead and get into it, ladies. I got 3 things, like I said, to how to build the trust in relationships or rebuild the trust in relationships. Number 1, be honest even about small things. Those small things build reliability. If you're going to the store, and you told your partner you're going to the grocery store to get whatever it is, go to the store, come back home. If you want to make a pit stop in there somewhere, call your partner or text your partner and let them know that you're going to your girlfriend's house for a second so she needs help or whatever it is, and then come back home. Like I said, all the things that you do, being honest about things. The honesty, that builds reliability, even about the small things. Keeping your word with stuff. People go off your word. In all relationships, that's all a person can go off on. Go off of, unless you're displaying some horrible behavior, I guess, going on. Cursing, howling, yelling, upset every day, having an attitude, then they can go off that too. But in order for you to, of course, build the trust, the communication has to be there for one. And you have to, of course, like I said, be honest. Even with everything that you do. There's no reason why if you're with this partner that you should be lying about where you're going, what's going on, all these types of things, unless you ain't serious about the relationship. If you're not serious, then leave this person alone and get yourself together and find somebody else if that's what you need to do. I've had to do that, so I understand the process. I understand what's involved. But if for some reason you cannot be honest with somebody that you're in a relationship with, you either need to start, for one, working on yourself to figure out why you can't be honest. And 2, if you cannot be honest with this person because there's so much hurt there or you don't really love this person, let that person go and you go find somebody else that you can be honest with. Don't just hurt this person intentionally because you just want wherever it is, the convenience of a relationship. Go do something else. Working on yourself, one, and find another relationship, two, if you cannot trust this person at all, and be honest with this person. So like I said, being honest builds the reliability in a relationship. Nobody wants to be with somebody in a relationship that's unreliable. You're telling me you're going to come pick me up in 5 minutes or 20 minutes and it's 4 hours from now. You haven't even came yet. I'm calling, trying to figure out what's going on. Nobody wants anybody that's unreliable. That is not how you build trust. People want reliability, that they feel that you have their back, that they can depend on you. People want that. Number 2, keeping promises builds consistency in relationships. Always keep your promises, ladies. And fellas, if you're listening to this all applies to you too. Keep your promises, no matter how minor they are. That shows consistency. Doing what you say you're going to do. I promise I'm going to do this. I'm going straight here. I'm going to see my mom. I'm going to get whatever it is. I'm going to make that trip for you next year. Whatever it is, keep the promises. That builds consistency in relationships. People want consistency. Like I said before, they don't want to come home and you keep talking, but things aren't getting done at all. Nobody's going to trust you with that. I said I was going to pay this bill this day. It ain't been paid. The stuff and the lights been cut off. People don't want inconsistent people. This goes for the ladies, and I know this. I said ladies, but this goes for the gentlemen as well. Nobody wants anybody that's inconsistent and cannot keep their word. Nobody wants that. That's not a relationship. You can't depend on the person that you're with to keep their word and do what they say they're going to do. That's not a relationship at all. Number 3, give your partner the benefit of the doubt. About the benefit of the doubt, meaning that you, of course, trust their intentions, what they intended to do. We all know that everybody's going to fall short of the mark. We all will. Not just your partner, you too. I'm sure you have fell short sometimes as well, but we have to, of course, give our partner the benefit of the doubt and trust that the decisions that they were going to make was for the betterment of them and the household and you as well. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt. This was something that was hard for me as well, because my mind, I'm like, okay, this person, he meant to do this and he meant to hurt me on purpose and all these kind of things. But some folks don't mean that actually. Some folks in their mind, that's what I guess however they view that situation. Everybody views everything a different way than you. And then I too. Like I said, that's something that I had to learn. Nobody's going to view the world, the situations, whatever it is, the same exact way I will. Nobody will. Everybody comes with their own set of beliefs and values within them already. And of course their level of trust, their level of loyalty, character, all those kind of things go into play. And with all those things going into play, it gives them their own view of the world. And we have to trust their intentions if you really love them and want to be in a relationship with them. Trust that their intentions were good and not bad. I can't speak on all situations. I don't know you all's all situations, but I've been through enough to know that focusing on and trusting the person's intentions that you're with is always a good thing, unless they're just beating on you or abusive or they're out here just cheating on you all around the time. Then of course we can look at that as negative. But a lot of other things like leaving the toilet seat up or forgetting to wash the dishes or forgetting to take out the trash or didn't walk the dog or whatever, those other things that may not be too, I guess, as serious. But to you, they're serious. But like I said, to them, something may have come up. Trust their intentions, like I said, that they had positive intentions in mind, or why they couldn't do whatever it was. But like I said, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt and hear their story too. Hear their side as well, not just your side, what you think, what they did wrong, and you don't want to hear what they have to say. You have to hear what they have to say too. Even if you don't like what they have to say, even if you may not, as they're telling the story, it may sound unbelievable. Like in that movie, Meet the Fockers. Everything that man seemed to say, is it Gaylord Fokker? Everything he tried to say and tell the story, it came out wrong and it never sounded right. It sounded like it was all lies. But in the end, it was actually the truth. Like I said, give him the benefit of the doubt. All these things, consistency, reliability, and giving the benefit of doubt. Like I said, all those things build trust. And we have to understand that in relationships, that everybody's not going to come, like I said, from the same exact background that we come from and view the world in the same way that we view it from. And their levels of consistency and reliability and all them things may not be the same as yours. But if you're in this relationship, you all have to grow together, learn how to grow together and come to a common ground somewhere. Like I said, it's not all about you, ladies. I know you want it to be that way. I want it to be that way. I'm sure some men want it to be that way as well, but we have to learn how to work together in these relationships and build these things. And for some reason, if your partner's not willing to build the trust and relationship, and after you're going over these things with him, and the reliability still isn't there, the consistency still isn't there, and is lies and lies and lies and all this stuff going on, that's a decision that you would have to make. What you gonna do with that relationship? So I know there are some of you out here thinking like probably in this relationship or in this kind of relationship right now and trying to figure out what to do at this point. That's a choice that you have to make. Of course, I can be there as a support one-on-one coach and that kind of thing. If you need that type of assistance, reach out to me and DM me the word coaching so we can work together one-on-one if you need this kind of assistance when it comes to trust. But I know there's some of you out there wondering why am I still with this person? I still can't get any honesty out of this person. I can't even rely on this person for anything. Like I said, that is a decision that you will have to come to. The first thing I would say, what are your boundaries? If your boundaries are constantly being broken and broken and broken, you have to decide what you're going to do with that relationship. Either stay or go. There's no middle ground in there. Especially if you all have tried to work on things and your partner's is not willing to even meet you halfway, because I know there's some partners who won't. I've had partners who won't. I had to let those partners go as well. It was a hard thing to do, but it was necessary. So I know there's some of you out there wondering what's going on. My partner's cheating and won't stop, or beating on me and won't stop. You have to decide what you're going to do about that relationship. It's not up to them to decide anything. I know this is not in my notes today, but I'm telling y'all this on this video. It is not up to your partner to decide anything. It's up to you to decide what your boundaries are, what's being broken, I guess crossed or broken, and whether your partner is actually serious. You know your partner, I'm sure by now, to know whether this person is actually serious or going to try to turn things around. If you don't see that, then you have to decide whether you're going to stay or go, ladies. I was in a marriage for, let me see, I don't know how many years, maybe 3 or 4 years. It probably wasn't even that long before he cheated. I found out he had 3 kids and all this kind of stuff going on. I decided to leave with another partner for 7.5 years. A lot of craziness going on. Of course, our communication wasn't there, I guess, on point, I put it that way, like it is now. I guess bickering back and forth, arguments every single day, and I hated to come home. Both of them relationships got to a point like that, actually. I had to decide to end the relationship as well. I tried to come to a meeting. We actually tried to get a coach and that kind of thing too. And I tried to call, of course, his parents and my aunt. Everybody else got involved, I guess, to try to assist and try to see where we can meet in the middle somewhere. None of those things after 7.5 years worked. Not even me talking to him either. His own mother talking to him. It didn't work either. Sometimes folks have different things that's going on. I don't know if it was part of narcissism, mental illness. I'm not sure what was going on, but like I said, definitely there was something going on that I cannot. Of course, I can't fix anybody, but I thought that I can fix this and do all these things. But ladies, we always tend to do that in relationships. But I had to get to a point where I had to realize that I cannot fix another person. If they're not willing to fix things and to do things on their own, then that's a choice that they're making. And I just won't be there to see the outcome. I guess I put it that way. Yeah, that like I said, that was a past relationship, but that took me 7.5 years to realize that. And I was well into my, I'm 48, so I guess I was well into my 30s. Well, almost 40, I guess. I put it that way, but I guess well into my 30s. And that's something, like I said, it's not going to come overnight. You have to realize those things. As time goes on, all those things I just talked about build trust in a relationship or breaks the trust in the relationship. Trust can be broken in 1 second, y'all. But it will take, if you're going through relationships and things have went on through over the years, just know that it's not going to be built in one day. These things are going to take some time because people have to do the actions. It's not just talking, but you have to do the action as well. You and your partner. It's not just on your partner to do the actions, ladies, but you have to do the actions too. And show him or her, whoever you're dating, that you can be trusted as well. This just doesn't apply to your partner. It applies to you too in relationships. Like I said, that's one of the foundational things that a lot of relationships, we say we trust this person and do all these things, but of course, a lot of times it's not 100%. And that will cause issues over time. So ladies, let me know down in the comments, What's one way you've been working on building trust in your relationship? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I definitely want to have these conversations with you all, and see if I can offer any kind of other support in the comments as well. So like I said, let me know in the comments what's one way you've worked on building trust in your relationship. Again, I'm Tonetta Clay, your social worker coach. And again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you need this support and you need to dive deeper into this topic, make sure that you DM me the word coaching, COACHING. And like I said, we can go from there and see how we can establish a one-on-one relationship, y'all. So with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, y'all, and let me know again in the comments what's one way you've been working on building trust in your relationship. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.